Hey, welcome back. It's Pamela again. And today it's about resetting. You know, if you've been following me for any length of time, my whole message has been about restarting your life again, restarting my life again, because that's really how I ended up coming to you, bringing this message. And the question is, how do you reset your life? How do you give yourself a fresh start again? And I thought that I would sort of hone in today on at least 5 ways or 5 tips, if you will, on how to begin thinking about that. It's something I had to do when I knew that it was time to bounce out of my current situation way back then and look at getting on the road to starting again. So let's talk about 5 ways to reset your life. Well, so the first one, it's about acknowledging that there is a situation going on. Make an audit of your life and go through into all of those areas where you might be finding issues or some sort of difficulty, because we go through our life and we forget to take a close look. We're so busy going through our daily routine. We are busy dealing with other people. We are busy dealing with all of life's little particular things, don't you find? And we always come up short when it comes to ourselves, and all those things that are in the background of our mind or in the background of our daily environment is going unchecked and growing and growing and growing and become messier and heavier, and we're not looking at them at all. We're just dragging around bags and bags of dead, even stinky weight. And that's where we find that heaviness from. So we have to go in there and acknowledge those areas in our life that we need to spend some time and give some love and attention to. It's screaming out for our attention, and we keep getting distracted and we keep going after different things or different people or different projects, even hoping to cover up the mess that is still hovering in the background somewhere. So the first thing you need to do is acknowledge those things that require your time and your energy and your effort, okay? The second thing is, once you've found those things, once you've done your life audit, is to begin releasing them. Releasing the things that no longer work, releasing the things that are getting in your way, even people. Sometimes it requires releasing people. I had to release a primary relationship because it wasn't working for me. I continually became ill and I couldn't figure out why I kept ending up in the hospital. There was no physical issue that anyone could figure out as to why I was falling ill all the time. It was up here. I wasn't happy. It was in here. I was holding myself down in a situation that was not bringing me joy. So I had to release that relationship, as difficult as it was. After all the time, energy, and money that went into a life with this person, it had to go. If I wanted to continue to rise and grow and to become that person I wanted to be, I had to let that go, because in my heart, I knew it wasn't serving me or serving my higher purpose. So it can be tough, and I know a lot of people, especially women, and especially if they have children, will not move on to the next place. They will stay in a situation that is not serving them, and their children are watching them do this. I remember having to ask my mom, who was also in a bad relationship, why did she stay so long? And she held us kids up as one of the reasons, and I get that, but it didn't really serve her well. Okay, so let go of the things that aren't working. Let go of those situations and the people. It might be a bad job. It might be a project that's not working out. It can be where you are living. I had to move across the country because where I lived wasn't conducive to the lifestyle and the energy of life that I wanted to find myself in. So I had to make a choice and let go of my address and my environment, as difficult as that was, okay? The second thing is gratitude. I talk about this a lot. I talk about having an ongoing attitude of gratitude, and not just, you know, when you find yourself in the morning writing out your 5 gratitudes, which I prompted you to do in a previous video, but always be in an attitude of gratitude. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're going about your daily business and you look up from whatever it is you're doing and give thanks for where you find yourself. Give thanks for the energy running through your body. Give thanks for the thing that you get to do, whether it be your job or your project. Give thanks all the time. I'm always giving thanks. I don't say it out loud, it's in my head and in my heart, but thank you for the things that are coming my way. Thank you for the things that have yet to get here. Thank you for the ideas that I have in my head. But life loves gratitude. Life loves grateful people. So you will continue to hear me talk about gratitude because it's a very important point when it comes to building that life you wanted, that fresh start. If you're looking to have a fresh start and reset your life, you have to come at this with an attitude of gratitude. Write down what it is you want and be grateful before it even arrives. Grateful as you're building towards it. Grateful when you get stuck. Grateful for a solution to the problem. Grateful that you are alive another day to give it another go. Okay? You know what I'm talking about here. I've talked about this many times. And if this is your first time seeing me here on camera, you'll hear about it more and more again. It's the secret sauce and secret ingredient that a lot of people forget to do, or they only do it haphazardly, or whenever they get something. Do it before you get. Do it while you're in the midst of getting. Do it after you have received. Okay? I spent a lot of time on this already, so you understand that it's a secret ingredient. It's how I manifest. It's how I do anything. I go at it with an attitude of gratitude. Is declare. What is it that you want? So many people get stuck on this one point. We get to this age. I'm in the middle of my life. In the middle of my life, I probably have lived more of my life than I have left to live. And when I ask people my age what they want, they're still stuck on this. They still don't know. They think they have to continue to choose what it is they're doing, and they've been doing it for so long, they're afraid to choose anything else. And that is okay if it's serving your higher purpose or it feels good to continue doing that. If it doesn't, ask yourself, why are you continuing to do the thing that doesn't bring the joy that you're expecting? Okay? You have to declare what it is you want. Declare it to yourself and then declare it to life. How are you expecting life to help you get the thing that you yourself won't even declare? Declare it out loud. Declare it on paper. You have to really go after the thing that you want and put it somewhere. Put it on paper. I write my declarations out every morning in a notebook. Because sometimes life gets in the way and you forget even to yourself what it is that you're looking for or whatever it is you want. Sometimes I look out the window and I go off in a daydream on those things that I have declared. It's been imprinted on my mind, imprinted on my heart. So declare the thing that you want life to help you manifest. If there's nothing to declare, there's nothing for the energy of life to help you create. Isn't that right? Most people are asleep at the wheel. They have nothing that they're looking for anymore in life, and life is just standing by waiting for people to say what it is that they want. And I know so many people, and probably you, right, are afraid to say what you want. And why is that? Maybe you're afraid to say what you want because somewhere in your heart you don't believe that you can get it. And that might be true, but isn't it better to work towards something that allows your heart to jump up for joy than to keep doing the same old thing and it doesn't spark you? Why are we doing that? If you saw somebody else doing it, wouldn't you have a thought about that? Why are they doing that to them? Yet you're doing the exact same thing to yourself. So declare what you want from life. Declare what you want from yourself, because you are a co-creator with life. So declare it. All right? Write it down on paper if you need to. So stick it up, because if you're not accustomed to declaring that thing initially, you will forget. Life will come rushing in on you. Other things will get in the way. So I declare it every morning, and I declare it every night when I write in my journal. My journal is my best buddy and lifelong friend. It doesn't disappoint at all. So the next thing you have to do once you make that declaration, this is the 5th point. And before I share that 5th point with you, I just want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of great things coming down the pipe, and I don't want you to miss it. So every time new video drops, you will get that little ding saying, hey, that Mojo Maker lady's back on the screen again with some more hot mojo tips for you. So subscribe and like this video. All right, I really get a rush out of people liking the videos. It means I'm on the right track, and if I'm not on the right track, I have to figure out another track. And it's about always learning, always going forward, always learning. Okay, so subscribe and like. The next thing, the last one on today's video, number 5, is, you know what I'm going to tell you, right? Can you guess? It's take action. It's no use declaring. It's no use being in gratitude. There's no use releasing and acknowledging if you have no intention of taking action toward the thing that you want. As I've stated, life is a co-creator with us. It needs our help. All right? All of this arms and mouth and eyes and ears and legs and heart, it's all given to us so we can be the instrument in which life rushes in and does its good thing through us. But it needs our help. No use getting inspired all day long and meditating all day long and getting all kinds of great ideas all day long if you have no intention of making your move. No use declaring anything if you have no intention of making your move. Just recently, for instance, since this COVID hit, I've been sitting around eating way too much, indulging in things like wine way too much, and my body has paid the price. I have put on a lot of additional pounds, and I keep saying, oh, I want to slim down, I want to get lighter, I want to get back in shape again. Because prior to the pandemic, I was going to the gym every day, and I've just, in a matter of 3 months, it's like I have really ballooned out. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy for my heart. It's not healthy for my mind. It's not healthy and good for my energy. And I kept thinking about this, and I kept talking about this thing. And you know what? I won't lose an ounce unless I'm prepared to take action. So I had to get back into a routine. I'm not back at the gym yet, and I don't know when I'll be back at the gym. So I have to make a routine for myself and get myself walking, and get myself jumping rope and doing leg exercises and jumping jacks and just making sure I'm getting it in every day. And I have to tell you, it's not fun. It's difficult. I'm whiny, I'm complaining, and life is so unfair. But you know what? I know what I want. I declared it. I've written it down. I've released the moaning and groaning. I have acknowledged that I have an issue around my weight right now. So if I want to press the restart button and have a fresh start, I have to acknowledge, right? As I said, that's the first thing. Acknowledge the issue, acknowledge the problem. Then I have to release my resistance to it and get myself going. Regardless of how I feel, it's about getting up and getting going. Then I'm giving gratitude and thanks already for, one, even though I haven't reached that goal yet, I'm giving gratitude for the fact that I can still get up and make a move. I'm not bedridden, I'm not ill. And I'm giving gratitude for having achieved where I want to go with my action around weight loss. And I'm declaring to myself in my journal that I have achieved this. I'm back to my healthy weight, right? And I'm taking action, of course, which is getting out there on the road and running and doing jump rope and jumping jacks. So you can apply this to anything you want to do with your life or in your life. All right, just those 5 things for a fresh start and a reset. We can all do this in our own way. It doesn't have to be anything grand. Just make up your mind and get out there and get it done. So again, acknowledge, release, gratitude, declare, take action. Okay? I'm Pamela back with some hot mojo tips on this one for you. And, keep me in mind and think about me and back me up on this weight loss thing. It's not easy, but I'm going for it. And I'm backing you up on whatever it is you're trying to do with your life too. Okay? I'll see you again soon.